No, that's not Irish music. That is Thunder. Love Walked in the Door played backwards. Why? Because they can't charge me. It is show 123 of the Yet Come On show. I'm Southside Steve. That's Brett Barney, my co-host. That's my co-host right there, Brando. And that is our special guest, sports phenom. That would be one Pete Davis.
Howdy.
That's where you talk, Pete. You did really good there. I just want to tell you, man, we're off to a great start.
Hey, I'm usually not awake at this time. All right.
Yeah. You know, we're all hurting a little bit. It is St. Patty's Day. This, of course, will air tomorrow. So I will say today, day after St. Patty's Day. Yeah, we're a little transparent, but we got to be sometimes. We're all in our green, except for Brando.
Yeah, but I'm representing my Irish heritage through my Chicago heritage because there's a whole bunch of hog trotters up there.
Do you even have on green socks, green underwear, anything green?
Yeah, my jock is green.
Your jock?
Yeah.
Are you wearing a jock? Because I want to see it.
Yeah.
So jock.
Show me a green jock.
Well, I don't want us to get banned.
So you lied to the Yeah Come On.
I would never lie to the Yeah Come On show. Especially in matters concerning jocks.
I've even got green highlights on my shoes. I've even got my green socks and green shirt brought to you by Lulu. Believe it or not, yeah, they made a green shirt and I snapped it up going, I got one day a year I can wear that son of a bitch. But it is the Come On show, 3 Irishmen versus 1 lame ass. It's okay. This is the day of drinking. We're going to talk about it like it's St. Patty's Day because of the content we're going to bring to you sports-wise. That's why Pete is on. Nobody knows sports better than Pete. And, you know, there's a couple things going on right now. First off, the drinking. I just want to know if you guys, I know it's day drinking. I have to work today. We're going to be doing Irish car bombs. So I thought I would start it slow with just a little Bailey's on the rocks. There we go.
I'm going with the classic Roll Tide water.
All right, that's good. I'm going to do Bailey's in my coffee too. I'm going to do Irish car bombs at work today. I've got the Jameson already packed up and another bottle of Bailey's.
One day I'm working from home.
Oh, yeah. We're getting wasted in the afternoon. I'm going to get wasted around 3, 4, 5 o'clock and sober up till 7. That's how it works.
Nice.
Oh, there we go.
What do you got there? You got an Irish beer, Pete?
Heineken. It's Dutch. It's close.
Not really, but it's green. Well, I mean,
it's green.
It's green. That's what you got going, Pete. And you know what? I dig it if it's green or it's Irish. But we got guys working today. Some people get paid to drink on air like myself. Some people will get fired like Brett. And Evan's working from home and still couldn't find anything green. But Pete, let's talk Final Four. There's a few subject matters I want to jump into with you. We'll also pick Brett's brain. Sorry, a little stutter there. Been drinking already this morning. It's my third hour. Yeah, I know. I need somebody to drive me to work. Let's talk about, here's the subjects. The MLB is back. Baseball, I've been talking about it on Rock 100.5. I do sports now, Pete, in your honor. I do it around 6 o'clock every day. If you guys want to tune in, it's my way of doing sports. It's probably not your way of doing sports, being that you throw in humor and you're always right. I throw in humor and I don't know what the F I'm talking about. But MLB, you saw this coming back. You knew they would come to a conclusion. They weren't going to skip a baseball season, right?
No, they're not going to skip. Well, they did before, but they were not going to do that this time. They knew it would kill baseball, and to the point where they would be the 4th or 5th most popular sport. Right now, they're 3rd. They would have dropped to 4th or 5th if they'd done that.
What would overtake them? I couldn't even think of another. I mean, because in my head, it's like the big 3 and then like golf.
Soccer just took hockey. And
I would think golf. Golf's the quickest growing sport right now in the world.
I think tennis and golf are in trouble.
Really?
I think golf's in trouble because it doesn't have Tiger, and it needs a dominator. It needs a guy like NASCAR had Dale Earnhardt. Golf needed Tiger. They need somebody that it's them against the field. We can't have a different winner every week in golf be interesting. That's my point of view.
I think that's a really good point. You need someone you can slap on the Wheaties box. I mean, look what, Michael Jordan did for the NBA, right? Like
you got to have somebody dominate.
There's got to be a Lakers or Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
Lakers suck right now. God knows, that's for sure.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Bryson DeChambeau is on everything right now. You got Phil Mickelson. I mean, this list goes on. You guys are dumb.
No, Mickelson right now.
It's not about the like winning streak. It's about the charisma too. Like Tiger was the dude was a pitch man.
Yeah, because nobody was talking about the Bryson DeChambeau Brooks Koepka thing at all.
No, that got discussion. I'm not going to say it didn't, but right now, Phil Mickelson is in trouble. He's, with this little Saudi Arabian league and some of the things he said, he's looking at suspension, and he's now the bad boy, and his fellow peers are
damn right he is.
About it. Well,
yeah,
maybe he's trying to be a bad boy. I don't know.
When are we going to get bowling back? That's
bowling.
What I want bowling.
Bowling you know what bowling's for? It's for people that don't wear green on St. Patty's Day. That's who it's for.
Look, hey, all right. I see the point. It doesn't matter where you're pointing. It's at me. It's clear.
No,
there's one person who forgot.
Yes. Let's talk about the state of the Atlanta Braves. I know on the Kimmer show, this has got to be a conversation for you, Pete. What are you thinking?
I think, last night we woke up to, or actually I was up when it happened, Freddie Freeman joining the Dodgers, which was the worst thing that could happen to Dodgers. I'd rather see him a Yankee or a Red Sox, to tell you the truth. But it's going to be fun seeing him back in town when he comes in, getting a standing ovation, then getting to boo him in the second at bat. But it looks like the whole thing with Freddie, he could have been a Brave if he wanted to. I'm not attacking him. He chose what he thinks is best for his family. He's gone back home to Southern California, and that's cool. Corona Del Mar is a lovely place to live, believe me. But if he wanted to be a Brave, he still could. It's neither fault. The Braves had to do what they had to do, and he did what was best for his family. So good luck to him.
Yeah, I agree with the good luck. I looked at his house yesterday. He's not on the cliff. He doesn't have the ocean view. Now he's high up enough where he can see the ocean, but he's got a nice trail along two properties to pop out at the ocean. And I'm like, here's a guy that has this place. It's a $10 million home that's just sitting there. He's living here. He's got the, I don't know what to make of his wife. She might be a really good person. She looks like an ex-dancer. That's just me. I'm just saying.
The views of the host do not necessarily reflect those of the rest of the panel. Let's just say it.
No.
Thank you, Pete.
Let it go. It's just me. So, I was just looking at it. That was my assumption. Kids are beautiful. He's a great person. Everybody that's ever met him told me he's a nice guy. I'm sure his wife's nice too. I'm just going off looks. So they're going back to California and they're leaving the Braves. I'm with you. He could have gotten this deal done if he wanted to finish an Atlanta Brave. If he wanted to go down in history like a Chipper Jones, he could have done it. And it was about the money. And I think it was about playing for the team.
No, it wasn't about the money. This is
You don't think it was
ridiculous.
wholly a money thing?
Absolutely not.
Hold on. I've got something else to say. It's money a little bit, I'm going to say. And then also, I think it's about going home and playing for the team he probably wanted to play for as a kid growing up.
Yeah, he was a Dodger kid. He was a Dodger fan when he was growing. In fact, they've talked about his Little League coach was Sean Green's father. Sean Green played for the Dodgers for a while there.
Okay, well then there you go. So that's fantastic. So I understand. Great ball player. We're going to miss him. And I loved his statement. We read it yesterday on air. It's basically like, please God, don't boo me when I come back to play you. I love you guys. I love my Braves family. Please don't boo me. It was definitely a don't boo me statement.
Well, no one's going to boo him at first. They may give him slight smatter boos if he gets a big hit or something like that. Well,
Brett's going to boo him.
I'm going to boo him the second he steps in the box. And this is exactly why. Before the lockout, when they announce his name, when he steps on the field, I'm going to hammer him the whole time like Josh Smith trying to shoot a three. I'm going to get all up in it. The Braves offered him $27 million a year for 5 years, per year for 5 years, right? 135 million. 27 million. Literally, that's the Dodgers offered him $27 million, the exact same amount the Braves were going to give him just for 1 more year. 1 more year. You don't think the Braves would have even extended this at any point? This is all bullshit.
I think the problem may have been partly the agent and Freddie himself, because the Braves didn't do this a year or two ago. They wanted to, show they had a little power too, and they may have waited too late, because look what happened. The Braves had made 3 moves before Freddie signed with the Dodgers. The Braves had to move on. I mean, spring training had started. They couldn't wait any longer. And to me, that's either on the agent or Freddie himself that was waiting way too long to make a decision.
But
No, I agree with you. You got to look at that too, Brett, because they did wait. The Braves could have locked him down a year ago. They could have locked him down just before all this strike stuff, and they chose not to. I thought they were going to have two dudes on first base. That's what I thought. I thought we were going to keep them both.
No, that's too much money.
Yeah. Not for the amount that they're paying. What's his name?
But if you've got them both on
Yeah,
first,
Alex
one's on the base and the other one's like 5 feet away.
Oh,
two
you're
on
saying
first.
a new strategy where
That's
we've got
brilliant.
no guy on second base. We move him over.
No,
and
shortstop covers second,
Yeah.
or shortstop covers second. Second can cover center field. We can bring the center
Yeah,
field.
what do we need a
position.
center fielder for? We got left and
Get rid of
righty. I mean, come
I
on,
don't know
man.
if I agree. I don't know if I agree 100% with your police work there, Lou.
Well, I'm just trying to make things
Has
work.
anyone
Or-
ever done it? I'm just saying this could be new. This could be huge.
Well, they changed. You can't do the shift anymore. I think it's one of the new rules, right? That no more shift. No, like something like that.
Yep.
So
That's right.
Oh,
guess
really?
yeah.
But
Thank
that's
you.
only in like single A, low A, and high A.
Oh, they gotta work on it.
Yeah, it's a work this year. The no more shift. I think what they really the accomplishment with that is that you have these younger guys, and if you shift to try and take, a part of the field away from them where they like to hit the ball, if they're a pole hitter or something, it keeps their averages down, and it doesn't allow them the ability to advance quicker through the minor leagues and get as much recognition. I don't know what the point is of no shift. Shift's part of
Let's
the game.
wait till they get to the majors, then crush their hopes and dreams. Let's wait.
That's what you do. Crush me when I'm getting paid. Then I'm okay with it. Just give me the paycheck, crush my dreams. I don't care at that point. It's now business. And it was business a little bit for Freddie and his agent. And the money was good. Let's talk about Matt Olson. Let's talk about the new first baseman. He is 5 years younger than Freddie. 4 years, sorry. And then you look at the situation that the money is, I think, 20 million, then 21, then it's 22 throughout the contract. With 2030, they have an option on him. Freddie wasn't going to go that long. They got a guy now younger and if you look at their stats, we got to agree, whether it's gold gloves, silver gloves, whether it's 10 more RBIs or 5 more home runs, these dudes are extremely similar.
He had like almost 20 more RBIs. He had 8 more home runs. He's from my alma mater. He's a great kid from Parkview. I'm sorry. He's just, Jeff Grandcourt's mama taught him. I mean, come on, the kid, Matt Olson is fantastic. You're not going to miss a beat with him. He's not as good a singles and doubles hitter, but when he hits them, he's going to kill people out there in the chop house. He literally is going to kill people.
Yeah, that's why I'm not sitting there anymore. From now on, for me, it is the truest seats. I am either behind home plate, behind a protective net. Atlanta's not going to lose its firstborn son, not over this guy. Because I'll be in the chop house just drinking with somebody like Brett or Evan, who forgets to wear a Braves jersey, and then I'm gonna get popped in the eye, and then I go down, and then you got 2 kids with no daddy. That can't happen. And I'm with you. He hits a ton. He hits a ton, and their line drives. I'm with you. He's like, I'm either gonna get on base for a single or I'm gonna knock a home run. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, and he's a great kid. Too.
I like him. I like the Jeff Francoeur mama teaching. He's just like, several of the Atlanta Braves players that grew up here. And, man, Parkview, definitely a little baseball. Your alma mater, man, that you guys crank them out. Is it the coaching or is there something in the water fountains?
Well, it had to be something after I left because I even almost made that team, which is how bad it was when I was going there. I mean, we sucked at football. We sucked at everything when I was there. And now all of a sudden they're this big power. Well, what's amazing? The Braves, they got Colin McHugh, who's from Lilburn. They've got Olson. They got another guy, I forget, Thornburg or something's from here. The Falcons are trying to get Deshaun Watson from Atlanta. We are a hotbed of breeding sports players.
Don't forget Dansby.
Yeah.
And Dansby's from here. Yeah, you're right. Right.
But I will tell you the pressure that I see now, because I've got my son, he played 4U, now he's in 5U baseball. And I see it already in parents of 5-year-olds, and I took him to Brian McCann's father's. I took him to Howie's camp, and then Howie twice used me to help coach when his guys didn't show up. So I'm in there not getting paid, no discount, but I love Howie, so I don't care. I loved his son, Brian. But we're all doing what we can do. I want to make my son competitive. Now, if he can get some college cred where I don't have to go deep in my pocket, I love it. But I'm meeting way too many parents that know what you know about something about Georgia Metro breeding baseball players, and there's some parents way too damn serious. I think there's a lot of people think they got the next star.
Are you letting your kids play all sports, or are you going to try and specify just one for them?
He's done soccer, and he's in his second season of baseball at Hopewell. I want him to play golf. Golf lessons are in his near future. He's been taking gymnastics on the side because I want a kid that can do a flip. And he's going to probably play some tennis. And then I don't know whether we go into some racket sports or not as far as, what is it? Lacrosse. I don't know.
No.
I just don't know about lacrosse. I don't think so. I think it's cool for a girl. I don't know about a dude. I'm not
Native
hating.
Americans, it's good for them.
Yeah, it was good for them. I don't see him as a basketball guy, but I could be shocked. Mom's not going to want him to play football. He's not allowed to do race car. So baseball, golf, tennis, and soccer. That's where my head is right now.
Smart.
But I'm not going to sink him in just one thing. No.
I think you're looking at this the wrong way. I think you got to pick a smaller sport, like a pickleball, and just train him to be a prodigy at it.
Disc golf.
Yeah, have him be the best disc golf player in the world. No, there's no other.
I can go watch him play and smell the armpits of every hippie ass dude that's playing that sport.
Yeah, I mean, it's the sport for white men with dreadlocks.
But that's hockey too.
Well.
Oh, my neighbor sent both his kids to prep school. His alma mater paid more for high school than he will for college. And they're both hockey goalies. And he keeps trying to put a stick in my kid's hand. And I'm like, hell to the no. We've had both brothers on the Come On show. And I saw the puck, and I dig hockey, but I'm like, man, that's a whole nother thing. I don't want a kid with missing teeth at family day pictures.
Well, that's like Tom Glavine. He avoided hockey because he wanted to keep his teeth. And then he gets in that wreck in the cab in New York, and it blows out his front.
That was karma, Tom. That's for all the cheating.
Your kids could be gladiators.
That's cool. Learn to fight to the death. I hope you make it home.
Yeah, well, like hockey, the Atlanta sports team, but also, you can teach them combat sports.
I knew what you meant.
You
put a sword in your hand. You fight.
I got a sport for you. What have I had in my hand right here? What is it?
That's a cricket mallet.
Yeah, man.
Cricket.
Do you play, Pete? Do you play the cricket?
I sure do. I love cricket.
You really?
Look at you.
Yeah.
Where do you play cricket? I didn't even know.
We had not one, but two Caribbean leagues here in town once. And then we had a European league, which was really the white people's league, tell you the truth. That was a while back, though.
Can I ask you something about cricket? Why is it that a match can last for 3 days?
It used to. The test would be 4 days, actually. But now they decided to shrink it down to like 2 or 3 hours, like a normal football or baseball game. And the sport has just taken off since they've done that. So there's two versions of cricket.
The short version, which I would play, and then there's the one where you got to does it end at midnight? How late do they tell it? Do they have lights?
For curfew.
Yeah.
They're English. They play until they take over a small country or something.
God bless you.
That's how they got into India.
How do I know Pete's not currently corporate employed? His content. That's how I know. I dig it. Cheers. Let's talk about huh?
The Kimmer Show's on. We're on 106.3 now on Saturdays, extra. So
give me an update real quick on the Kimmer Show for those that don't know how they can follow you guys. Huge fan of the Kimmer Show. Huge fan of all of you guys working around you guys for years in the same building. What's going on?
Well, it's definitely mutual. The Kimmer Show podcast 3 days a week, usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's a little different this week for other reasons, but you can hear us on the podcastpark.com. Or on Saturdays, we're on Extra 106.3 from noon to 1. It's kind of a best of the podcast. And, of course, there's Holy Crap at Sports, my podcast, which can be heard Apple, Spotify, wherever you want to go to.
When's your podcast? Is it once a week or are you trying to do it every day?
3. I do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, too. Yeah.
All right. So you do Kimmer's and then you do yours. And where's yours at? You said Holy Crap at Sports is the name of the show?
Yep. And that's on Apple and Spotify and Buzzsprout and any place you get fine products in podcasting.
Yeah, please make a t-shirt. Holy crap, it's sports.
Wait a minute.
I gotta see one. I just want to know what that looks like. Can
What
you
are
wear
doing?
it?
I might
Can you wear
need to
shirt?
pick this up.
Hey, Southside, you should name.
Drink
Oh
up,
my
Shriners.
God.
I have Holy Crap and Sports t-shirts too, by the way.
love it.
FarmhousePreachingCo.com.
Steve, you should name your sports segment "What the Crap Is Sports" with Southside Steve.
What is sports? I like that. I
Trademark.
could say crap. I could say crap on the air.
Always
I
been a
need to
big
say-
fan of the holy crap.
What about what went with what the F? It's the what the F with sports, sport with Southside. And I talk
With sports? What are you, Huey Lewis?
What is
I don't-
sport?
What is sport? Singular, not plural. And then I got to make sure I end the show name with a preposition because nobody does that. What is sports? That. And just leave it. I'll draw some attention. You know what? You bitches are speechless. I know. I just.
I like
that.
it.
Yeah.
I think we got a hit. We can try it here on this show. You know what? It's us explaining the rules of otter sports to Steve. So I'm not talking baseball. We're talking like, the weird like cheese racing sports that you have in Spain.
No, and I dig it. So quickly, Pete, tell me about the new roles outside of new rules. Woo, this Bailey's will get you. The new rules in the MLB.
Oh, the new rule. Well, we talked a little about the shift there, which was one of the fine. And Brett, you had some. Did you have a question or something
Yeah.
about a few of them?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about. So one of them is bigger bases. They're moving bases from 15 inches to 18 inches.
Well, it's all promotion. They've got the My Pillow guy is going to make the bases, and he wants to get a big enough to have his name on the side, Mike Lindell. So that's why they're doing the bigger base.
Please tell me you're right. Please. It's funny, even if it's not. I love that. Wait, tell me this much, Pete. And I don't really put you here, but I put you here more than most of my friends. You're not the old timer point of view. You're not up there with the transistor radio and in the ear and necessarily using your scorecard with a pencil. But is this killing baseball for the purist with the larger bases?
I can basically be said I'm a traditionalist. I don't know if I'm a purist. I didn't want them to go to, well, they're doing 12 postseason, and they talked about 14. That's way too much. I would be happy if they stopped at 10, but they're going to do 12.
They're doing 12. I saw that.
Yeah, they're building in where you have to do stuff during the season. You don't get rewarded for just lollygagging through the whole damn season. They're like that. And this anti-tanking stuff. But there's going to have to be some kind of changes. I hope not as much as the NHL and NBA and NFL do, but because Major League Baseball is different. It's the national pastime, even though it's not the most popular sport. There's a history in baseball that even the steroid era couldn't completely crush. That's maybe only in golf when it comes to the history of the sport that the other sports don't have. And college football comes close on that as well with the history and the traditions. But baseball is a little different, and it needs to be at a slower pace. It needs to change at a slower pace. That's just my opinion.
Well,
No, I take that to heart.
As a sort of, partner question to that, what would you do to make baseball more like exciting or popular for a more casual viewer? Because I think that's really what they're trying to do, right?
A few years ago, make the sumbitches stand in the batter's box. Don't let them leave the batter's box. Put a ball on them. Ball 2 if you step out. I'm so tired of the adjustments and the no more Garcia Parra crap where they step out and do whatever they want, and the pitchers walking around the mound and sitting and playing with themselves and everything out there. No, the pitch clock is back, hopefully, and the umpires need to police the sport when they step out. Plus, they need to call the strike zone, which is why I'm for robo umps when it calls.
No.
Completely.
But hey, here's the thing with
Brett.
robo umps, and I thought this might come up. Brett, it does take the human factor out of it. A strike is a strike, a ball is a ball, and that should be fair to the batter. All teams benefit, if you hold up on it. And are there referees? I know you're a referee. You stood behind batters and you call them the way you see them. But I mean, it does take that element out if an umpire does have a grudge against the team or he's just being a dick.
Yeah,
Then why have a ref or a lines judge or an official in the NBA or like I was talking NFL obviously before that, but why have any of it? Why not just make it all computer generated? If you're going to eliminate baseball's umpires, then eliminate them from every sport.
You're not
It's a
limiting
time
umpires.
factor.
You're taking balls and strikes away. They're still behind the plate to call safe at home, and there's always replay.
But why? Who cares?
How many
Who
times have
cares
we
at
held
this
up a
point?
game in the NFL where they bring out those yard markers. They don't know where the ball is in the middle of that scrum. They have no ball. But put chips in the ball so we know exactly where the ball is.
But when it's like a 3rd and short in the suspense of seeing those chains coming out to see if you got the first, as a fan, that's a fun part of the game. Did we stop them? Did we get it? What happened?
That's a pee break. That's where you go take a pee because you know it's going to take them 5 minutes.
It does take a while. Remember, there was an over-under on Bovada about chains coming out in the Super Bowl 2 or more times, and I was like, good God, we do need to get away from that. I'm going to lean towards Pete on the chip and on the robot to go to. Maybe there's only a few times you go to it, but, anything that pushes the game along a little, I'm for, and makes it more accurate. How can you be upset at that? I mean, honestly,
You know what?
I think there's, a human element that's important, like Brett said. I don't want this to become just a game of, MLB The Show or whatever, the video game.
Well, two words, Eric Gregg. He kept the Braves out of the 97 World Series because he was mad at the Braves, or he had taken a bribe, or something was going on medically with him, but he had no business being behind the plate.
Damn right. I didn't even know about that, and I'm pissed.
Well, you weren't alive in 97. You're a young whippersnapper,
But you can review this stuff now. Remember the guy on the Cardinals that threw the perfect game, or the White Sox, was it? And the guy was out by like 8 feet on the final out of the game. And the guy called him safe.
Yeah, Tigers. It was the Tigers pitcher.
Tigers, that's what it was.
He picked a perfect game taken away. I think baseball should go back and give him the perfect game because everybody knows he threw a perfect game, except that umpire, who, by the way, was crying when he found out afterwards what he had done. But it was such a blatantly missed call. I don't know how he missed it.
I agree with you. If the umpire cries, and we all know it, and we all saw it, you give it back to him. That should be the rule.
Did they add in the new rules some crying in baseball? Because for a long time there was no crying in baseball.
If you got a hit in the crotch, yeah, you could cry. I think.
All right, we can add a little crying in baseball.
And the last thing I'm going to say about sports is Pete Rose. Damn it, put him in the hall already. I'm tired of it. The guy did. If he bet for his team to lose, he should never be in. But he bet for his team to win. That's good, right? That's where I come from. I don't know where your head is on Rose, Pete. It's the forever question. I'm worried about the dude dying and never making it in.
Well, they have a history of that. Ron Santo and Buck O'Neill died before they got in, which is a shame. If they're going to put Barry Bonds or Roger Clemens in, they have to put Pete Rose in. And the whole thing of difference, Calvin Ridley got what? How many games did he get for
one
betting?
season?
One season.
No, he got 17
it
games. Yes, 17.
Yeah, Pete Rose is still banished. That's BS.
Yeah, it is BS. I totally agree, and I think it's just I think there's some personal issues towards Pete with higher up in the baseball. I think.
Well, what about the whole gambling thing? Remember, he used to not even be able to talk about gambling, and now it's like this with all the leagues, especially the NFL and the NBA. And baseball is perfect for it because you can sit there and bet on every pitch. You have time between pitches to bet on everything.
That's true. Yeah, enough's enough. And as far as the steroid thing, they knew they were taking them. They saw them go up in uniform size. Yep. And that's on baseball. You should have put a stop to it immediately. If you let Barry Bonds go to the plate and hit home runs, he's the home run king. It's not Hank Aaron. Sorry, Hank, love you to death, but Barry Bonds beat you. And
You're wrong. Hank Aaron's the home run, will always be the home run king, not Barry Bonds. Please.
Barry Bonds knocked more over the fence.
Bud Selig.
I don't even like him.
Bud Selig should not be in the Hall of Fame if Pete Rose isn't. Bud Selig knew. You're right. He knew about it.
And that's the thing. If y'all knew about it and you let him bat, shame on you. Okay. Shame on you. You let him beat a record. You can't put an asterisk by that.
And the sports writers knew, and they looked the other way.
Yes. That's why I say he was the home run champion and he should get the award. But, everybody olays his ass. And I'm just
because he's one of the biggest a-holes in the history of sports.
Oh, he is a jerk. No doubt. I don't like the guy. I'm just trying to be fair as fair. I love Hank. He came to my Boy Scout meetings twice. Cub Scouts in 1972 and 73. I got pictures with him and Chief Nakahoma. What's up? Me and Hank.
The
got
Chief,
a Hank signed ball
too.
Yeah, baby. Got Nakahoma too. Hell yes. Pete, is there anything else you want to say about sports?
I love sports. The gambling thing, there's going to be so many. The Calvin Ridley thing just scratches the surface. We are going to be in for scandal after scandal after scandal, but it's nothing you can do about it because it's now part of the society. And the culture. There's no way of getting around it, unfortunately.
Totally agree. One more time, Pete Davis, how can we hear you and see you?
Holy Crap It's Sports podcast, Apple, Spotify, Buzzsprout, the Kimmer Show, and all of them are Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We try and do 3 a week. And the Kimmer Show's on the podcastpark.com, Spotify, Apple. And on the weekends, on Saturday from noon to 1, the best of the Kimmer Show on Extra 106.3. And if you want a Holy Crap It Sports t-shirt, farmhouseprintingco.com. They have all you need.
Farmhouseprinting.co.
Farmhouseprintingco.com.
There, I'm glad we went over that. Okay, very cool. Can you put that up right and write it, Brett, for me?
Yeah. We'll send it.
Or Evan.
Yeah,
can
we'll
do
get
that.
it. Yep.
Get it on
I
here.
want to make sure. I got to help my boy Pete out. Pete, I appreciate you helping out the Yeah Come On show. We're going to do some sponsors and come back with the ending of our show. Take care. One, Pete Davis. Thanks for being on the Yeah Come On show. Can I get a Yeah Come On out of you, Pete?
Yeah, come on. Thanks for having me. It's nice to be had.
I enjoyed you.
I always enjoy you.
Thank you. Mwah. Take care, Pete. That is so nice. It is.
Yes, does that.
No, not many of your guests does. It is the Yeah Come On show brought to you by joebees.com. Joe Bees, bee pollen for you. I took my 2 capsules this morning. I just upped on a new bottle. I ran out. It's good to run out because that means you've taken 90 days of bee pollen. Call them at 877-300-5632 or just go to joebees.com, joebees.com, just like it says. Feel better, be greater on bee pollen. OxygenFinancial.com. Ted Jenkins, we love him. It's crazy out there. There's a war going on. Should you move your money, leave your money, or what should you invest in? Oxygen Financial will let you know. Circle 285 for all your insurance needs. I'm talking about home. I'm talking about car. Bundle it all together, especially if you got a trampoline like me. You better have an umbrella. They can get you lower rates with type A companies. Maybe it's even one you've never heard of, but they're not going to let you down. That's circle285.com. And lastly, Dr. David Markwell, Ridgeline Counseling. If you're having a tough time, Dr. Markwell can help you, whether it's in person or on Zoom. He has 2 locations, Marietta and Blue Ridge. That's Ridgeline Counseling. Just had somebody tell me they just went to visit him and are doing 16 sessions, and they feel better already. You can do the same. Right back with the Yeah Come On show after this. We're back. It is the Yeah Come On show, show 123 with me, Southside Steve, my co-host Brett Barney, and my co-host Evan Brando. He goes by Brando. Brevinicity, Bracavacity, his middle name, last name, they all sound something like that.
Yeah, B and then something vaguely Italian. Do whatever you got to do, you know.
I'll say
Evan
your name.
Boyardee.
Your mom could be listening. Say your name.
Evan Brando. Nisio.
Thank you.
Thank
But we
you.
call him Brando.
That's true.
All right, guys. Now, this is the part where y'all could say happy birthday, Steve.
I was going to. And here I'm doing it. Happy birthday, Steve.
I did that yesterday. I'm not doing it here. You got
it's about the
364 more days, buddy.
We're postulating. It's on the show. We got to do a little
Are you a birthday week guy?
In what world is Southside Steve not a birthday week guy?
Oh my God.
I have been a birthday month guy. I've settled into a week. I talk about it. I want people to know it. I encourage gifts. It does not embarrass me to receive gifts. I love them. And there you have it. So boomsy.
Duly noted.
But you know, I'm settling down for St. Patrick's Day, you know, and then we're going into a weekend. But I've got a big birthday weekend planned. You're both invited to join me at the Roaring Social right here in Alpharetta. That's 9 p.m. We're going to be partying at the Roaring Social. So if you want to touch me, drink with me, join me, I'll see you there.
I'll be there. Are we also extending this to listeners by putting this on the show?
I don't care. Anybody can show. Come on. I've got a room. I'll get as many in the room as I can, but we can all hang out. I'll feel the love. Boomsy.
God, I hope someone super weird shows up. Like I'm talking like extremely strange, like maybe like a bunch of furries or something.
That's why there's security, Brett, or there's you. Your first line of defense of the Yeah Come On show. You
No, Evan's first line of defense. He didn't wear green. That's his punishment.
Can I be? I feel like I don't have first line of defense material. I feel like I'm more like second or third line of defense.
You will talk to the person and distract them, and then Brett will hit them.
There's no doubt in my mind that Evan doesn't have like a sword collection or something like goofy anime ninja stars or
God, I
nunchucks.
wish, man. I want to be a mall sword guy, you know?
At least bear mace.
I see Evan, if something broke loose, whipping out his wallet and pulling out 3 throwing stars. Be like,
I got this. Doing a karate
I got to tell you, if you're fighting somebody, and you get hit with a throwing star and that goes in you, you're done. That's like, think about it. If your home security is a bow and arrow, you're going to scare the crap out of somebody. Nobody's afraid to get shot or shoot at somebody. You let an arrow whiz by their head and hit the wall behind them. They're like, I'm getting them.
Oh shit. Okay. This is way worse because this guy is prepared. Any jackass can buy a gun. If you like are trained with a bow and arrow, way scarier.
Who am I fighting, Rambo?
Yeah, I didn't realize I was breaking into fucking Robin Hood's house.
Yeah, Robin Hood breaks into your house.
Yeah.
That's, what the fuck? That's awesome. You could be the burglar that sneaks in with the bow and arrow.
How awful would that be climbing through the window? You know, this huge thing over your shoulder.
The arrows. The only reason I woke up is I heard all his arrows hit the floor. Damn. I heard his quiver. And then this dude's putting his arrows back in his quiver and he's like, stop.
1 second.
1 second. So I shot him.
Me in downtown Atlanta. All right, buddy. Give me your car.
That's it. Yeah,
give me your keys, phone, and wallet.
That's what I say. Go into a convenience store, literally with a bow and arrow, and go. That dude he won't even hit the button to call the cops. He's like, you got everything.
Yeah,
man.
you got it, dude. Whatever you want.
Because people literally think they can get shot and survive, but an arrow, they're like, oh, it's good. It's good. I do want somebody on the street to come up and take my wallet with a bow and arrow. Give me your wallet.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, I just let him have it. Like, yeah.
I'd be like, what are you doing?
I
just say we bring medieval back.
I think so. I'm tired of gun violence. I would way rather hear, oh man, someone downtown got chopped in half with a broadsword.
What was the thing? It was like a ball on a chain with all the spikes on it.
Isn't that a mace? No, that's a flail, I believe.
Battle mace. Is it a battle mace?
Yeah, I'm Googling it.
That thing
it's called a flail. Is a weapon consisting of a striking head attached to a handle by a flexible rope, strap, or chain. So it's. I
just wonder how many of those guys started winding up as going into battle and accidentally hit their horse in the head and they take a nosedive.
All right, let's go. Oh, I just hit Mitch. Oh boy.
What? How to hit the ground doing 20 miles an hour? Hit your horse in the head with your weapon.
I guess that'd be a quick way to get out of having to go into war.
No, can I go home? I got hit in the head by a flail.
Like what the hell was with like wars back in the day? So like, everybody's watching what's going on in Russia and Ukraine right now. But then I've watched these old movies. Like I don't understand the whole like we're gonna march into a field. We're both gonna point our guns at each other. Now you're gonna shoot us, and then while you guys load, we'll shoot at you, and then we'll load and we'll shoot. And we go back and forth. No, I'd be like, hell no.
There was a lot more. No, there was a lot more pageantry and good ethics in war back then. It was all about
stupid.
No, it was all about sportsmanlike, conduct.
I would look at
they take a turn.
I would look at the king if I was a marching guy. I'd be like, so you're really going to send me in now? Why don't you let the quiver boy shoot some more arrows and eliminate?
Yes.
Why am I going in? Don't you like me? What about our uniforms? They're going to get all bloody. I'm going to die maybe. I would start talking him out of it.
I was given a drum. I would prefer a gun if it's all the same.
Yes.
Oh, that was my other statement. How about this? So you want me to carry a banner and go in there? What happens? I just hold on, and if the banner hits the ground, you're going to chop my head off. Yeah, so either way, I die today, right? That's what you're telling me, because I got no weapon. I'm carrying a banner.
It was like a pickup game. Like, yes. The field. You're like, all right, you guys are going to be shirts versus skins.
Skins, yes. Hey, you guys are going to go put on the pennies, all right?
We don't have
Yeah.
enough guys for a full game, so we got a couple of ghost soldiers over here. And if you shoot them, it's fine. They'll be dead.
Hey, King, how do I get armor like him, the night guy? Why am I in a skirt and tights? I'm going to die in a skirt. I'd rather not die in a skirt. Can I get some pants?
That guy
Armor.
got a sword. It's like he has a gun and a sword. I want the sword.
Oh yeah, how do I get the saber? That's what I want. But you see,
Or in the Civil War, you do realize it takes a minute and 5 seconds to load this gun, right?
Yes.
Well,
Why would they not do like 3 lines of people? It's like first line shoots, goes down on a knee, loads a gun. As another line right behind them, they shoot, goes down on a knee, they load the gun. Third line, they shoot, go down on a knee. First line stands up, they shoot. Second line goes down. You know what I mean? Like, why was war so stupid?
How about
First
the
off,
line?
we're stupid
Why
for the
don't
most
we
part anyways. But
Why don't we scatter? We'll be harder to hit. A cannonball
Yes!
takes out 2 instead of 10. Why don't we separate?
I don't know, man. We've been practicing this formation for a couple of weeks now, and I think we really got it down.
Yeah. Why am I marching? Why am I marching into battle? I need to be running and hiding behind shit.
Dude, can you imagine like the guy that's walking the line when they're practicing? Now snap to it, boys. Snap. You got to get the gun up and then you got to shoot and jam.
And we practiced this. And 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3.
I'm like, I'll fight when machine guns come out. Okay. Let me say, that's when I'll fight.
I think we were all before.
No sense.
No,
it was stupidity. That's for sure.
I mean,
just like our
even
show.
when you watch movies and stuff, like even like Saving Private Ryan, right? They're walking through a field and they all walk separated. That's in case a bomb drops, it kills a couple and not all of them. But back then, I mean, they were all together. It was like watching little kids play soccer.
And they went to West Point to learn this stuff.
I know.
They learned lines and formations, and I'm like, you guys are just stupid. I would have raised my hand, going, I think we should hide behind trees and rocks and attack the enemy at night. Anybody? This would be better. Yeah.
Yeah. Guerrilla warfare took way too long to come up with.
Yeah. And then the first person that did it had no honor. Yeah, but I'm alive.
Yeah. There's a lot of honor in living.
No doubt. No doubt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, I got to tell you guys, it has been one hell of a week with birthday and St. Patrick's Day. And I got my St. Patty's Day golf balls with number 17 with clovers on them, ready to hit those babes.
Oh, man. You've probably just been drunk all week, huh?
I have been.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's been a big week of drinking.
What'd you get for your birthday?
I've got some shoes, a couple shirts, these golf balls, some liquor, and somebody gave me Milky Way bars. That was nice. And got another box of Pro V's. Yeah, it is my favorite candy. And I think that's it so far. More gifts are coming when I see family this weekend, so I'll have to get back to you next week. I know I've got a pair of running shoes coming.
Can I throw a hot take at you that you're probably not going to like? And like, I agree with you because it's a video that you posted that got me going on this morning. I actually had a discussion with the wife about this. So you posted a video, everyone's singing happy birthday to you, and you and your son blow the candles out together. I can guarantee you, whenever I have kids, if I'm fortunate enough, I'll do the exact same thing. So I'm 100% calling myself a hypocrite. But I will say, going to somebody's birthday when their kid blows out the candles with them is one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen. And I will not eat the cake because the kids always spit when they try and blow out the candles.
Kids don't have proper blowing technique.
Very bad blowing technique.
Mm-hmm. Not home.
No,
yet.
but I was watching him. He wasn't spitting. No, he was good. And we practiced. I knew he wasn't going to spit on the cake. Now my 20-month-old, yeah, he's really good. He goes.
See, that's good. That's good.
He loves to blow out the candles. I should have let him do it, but he was asleep at the time. I would have let him do it.
He's blowing out cakes at a high school level.
Yeah.
Brooks. Yeah,
that's master's.
Brooks is cute though. You're looking at him going, he's a little kid. I'll eat his spit. If let my granddad do it and he spit, that would gross you out. But a little kid, they're not as gross.
No, dude, I don't know. Do you guys feel the same way? You ever see like little kids blowing on the cakes? Like it doesn't have to be like an Instagram video or whatever. You don't even know the people. You're going, ugh. Like,
no, I just figured somebody's about to fart in the room. I'm gonna breathe that in. So what does it matter?
Yeah, it's probably me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would
Thank you.
describe that as y'all's dynamic 100%.
There you go. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate it. I also appreciate our sponsors. In closing, I just want to say thank you to joebees.com, oxygenfinancial.com, circle285.com, and Ridgeline Counseling with Dr. David Markwell. It is show 123. Hope you enjoyed it. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Everybody have a good, safe weekend. I'm Southside Steve. That's Brett Barney. That is Brando. We are the Yeah Come On Show.